Are you aware of the easier ways where you can achieve the meditative state of mind? Have you heard about the word meditation, and do you want to know different insights and different perspective to this topic? Then this video is for you. Please do watch this video till the end to get the greater insights of this topic, as well as if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel to get regular updates on the videos which are related with self-improvement. So to begin with this today's topic, the topic is meditation. Like our heart beats, our mind also has some sort of movement, and that is the vibration it makes. So as our heart beats, our mind vibrates, our brain vibrates. So when our brain vibrates, it is vibrating on, as research says, on 4 different frequencies. The first one is called as beta waves, and the second is the alpha wave, the third is theta, and the last is the delta wave. So the first is not getting into the technicalities of these brain waves. The first is the state where this brain wave, the beta waves, is where the person is completely alert and physically active. And then comes the alpha waves, which is where the person is getting into a relaxed state of mind. Then the third wave, which is the beta waves, which is the theta wave, that is where a person is getting deeply relaxed and focusing internally. And then delta, which is the last state of these 4 brain waves, this is where the person is getting into the sleep, and that person is in deep sleep. So this is basic differentiation between these 4 brain waves. So what actually happens when a person is getting into a meditative state of mind? When a person is getting into a meditative state of mind, he is actually reducing his brain waves from beta, which is generally an awakened state, which is heightened attention and where person is working to its full potential. So whenever its vibration, the brain waves are getting to a lesser one, which is the second level, that is the alpha state, the person is getting relaxed. And when he is getting relaxed, he is feeling, he's getting to know his breathing, and also he is getting aware of whatever the sensations he is feeling. So when he is internally focused to a certain level where this is the alpha state where a person is getting relaxed and he is not aware of all the attention and all the alertness which is going outside himself, around himself. So this is the second wave. Then comes the third wave, which is the theta wave. Theta wave is more relaxed state, whereas a person is getting more and more internally focused and cutting out from whatever the external environment is giving that person. So when a person is in the theta wave, he is actually more relaxed, physically and mentally more relaxed and internally focused. Then the last wave is the delta wave, where a person is getting on deep sleep and where he is not conscious about what is happening outside himself. So these are 4 different waves. So what is the greatness about the meditative state of mind? As long as person is not in beta wave and then he is moving towards the lower level, which is the alpha state and the theta state, a person is getting into a relaxation and peace of mind, wherein he is getting into meditative state of mind. Meditative state of mind is nothing but it is the focusing of your attention from your outside world to your inner world. And as you are doing this and you are focusing your attention to a single thing, which is making you to get deeper and deeper and focusing on attention inwardly or outwardly, you are getting more and more relaxed, and this is making you to get into the second wave and then to the third wave. That is the alpha and the theta respectively. So how do you achieve this peaceful state of mind? That is the meditative state of mind. The main principal characteristic of getting into the lower waves, lower vibrations, lower frequencies is focusing on a single thing. So as you are aware that we as Muslims, we do focus when we are in salah to the point where we do our prostration or sujood. This is also the sunnah of Prophet ﷺ, that whenever he used to pray, he used to have some sort of small sphere which is just in center in front of him, so that he is focusing on that. So we are also advised, this is also recommended, and this is also very good for us, that when we are in salah, we are focusing just where we are going to prostrate. So with this, we are actually by natural This is actually not the primary reason for getting into the state which is relaxed state of mind. We are actually connecting with our creator. But at the same time, this is a byproduct where our brainwaves are getting to the next level, that is the relaxation state, that is the alpha. And then if we are more completely engrossed with all the commitment and dedication towards Salah, then we are actually achieving this, the third wave, the third level, which is the theta wave. So once we are in that wave for a long time, the more we do, the more we are getting into that relaxed state of mind. So it's like that we are getting the meditative state of mind as a byproduct when we are performing Salah. So it's not that we need to get into meditative state of mind, specifically allotting ourselves for some or the other time during the day. So this is one of the way. And also about the other way where we are focusing is when we are reciting or when we are memorizing Quran. This is also the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is also helping us to get our focus. And then once we are focusing on this particular verse or about pondering it, then we are focusing our attention on it. Then that is also making us creating a wave, which is alpha wave or a theta wave. So these are two of the resources where we are utilizing it for our benefit when we are actually getting into the spiritual connection. That is, we are getting the rewards out of it. We are performing the obligations towards our creator, but at the same time, as a byproduct, we, as a secondary gain, we are also having this peace of mind when we are performing these uh, ibadah or the worship. So this is about the brain waves and also how we can achieve it very simply. And this, as a Muslim, we are regularly doing day in, day out. That is, we are praying 5 times a day, and each and every time we are focusing in our salah, we are actually lowering our brain waves, and then we are achieving this each and every time we are in salah. And likewise, when we also recite and memorize Quran, we are also achieving this. So this is about the brain waves. And then if you are maintaining this each and every day, you are feeling that you are getting connected with your creator, as well as you are also getting relaxed and peaceful and inwardly focused, and which is making you more and more receptive, suggestible, and your mind is getting into the focused state of mind. You are getting direction, you are getting clarity out of your life, and this is making your life easy. So what are the external stressors which are making you feel stressed are getting dissipated or are getting demolished or getting diluted once we are in the salah. So this is the natural process which we are doing time and again from a long time. And this, when we are conscious about it, it will be like an understanding or information or a knowledge for us, so that we are also getting this benefit out of it. So this is all about meditation and how we are utilizing it every day as a Muslim when we are in Salah and when we are reciting and memorizing Quran. Apart from this, when we are going about to go to sleep, we are just getting from our first level of brain wave, that is from beta to alpha, and then slowly to theta. And then when we are in the sleep, deep sleep, then we are automatically getting into the delta state. So whenever you want to have a suggestions for your own self to change your behavior or to have an impactful response from your brain, then the best time for you is when you are getting towards your sleep. So this is a time where your mind is more receptible, more open to suggestions. And then whenever you are passing suggestions to yourself, this is making your, it is making your mind to accept it very easily, and then it is helping you to have a change work easily and effortlessly for yourself. So, likewise, whenever you are waking up, you are just waking slowly and steadily, moving from delta to then to theta and then to alpha and then finally to beta. So when you are coming out of your sleep and you are just about to wake up, that moment also, those few minutes or few moments is also very helpful for you to give suggestions to your mind so that it is more acceptable for it, and these suggestions are directly impacting your subconscious mind, and this is making a great impact for yourself. So these are two of the favorite times where you can make suggestions for yourself, which will be helping for you to have a change work for yourself. So this is one of the factors which will be easily doable and which are feasible for you. And this is all about the meditation process, how you can achieve meditation. and as a Muslim, what are the different perspectives you can follow, so that this will be a helpful thing for you for to focus and then maintain this. And when you are doing this, you are getting clarity, you are getting direction, and you're not getting bogged down by whatever the external stresses are affecting you, and you are always on the deeper side, and you are focusing inside and getting the intuition about what is beneficial for you and how you can go through your day-to-day challenges. So this is one of the perspective when we relate it with our daily salah and also with the Quran. And this will also give you understanding that how scientifically it is by research we have come to know about the 4 different waves. So this is